What's going on, y'all? It's your boys, Georgia Bros 5. We coming to you live with another recording, back again for the very first time. It's your boy, Channel D, aka Mr. All 10 Toes Intact, aka Mr. Turn Your Girl to a Frosted Flake. And I'm with my brothers, as God is willing. Introduce yourselves, please.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy Joshine.
Hey man, how y'all doing, man? It's Darius.
Okay. As you guys can tell by the video title, this is a subject very near and dear to our hearts, superhero movies. And on this particular subject, we're going to be ranking our top 5 superhero movie trilogies. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. So just a little list of some of the most notable superhero trilogies they include. We have your X-Men trilogy, the Wolverine trilogy, X-Men prequels, a plethora of Batman films, but most notably the Christopher Nolan series, Iron Man, Thor, Spider-Man, Captain America, even Blade. Anything with over 3 movies will not be counted, so sadly the Avengers will not be included in our list. There are some movies who almost made it, but are just one movie short, man. Films like the new Spider-Man films, Amazing Spider-Man, Guardians of the Galaxy, Ant-Man, Deadpool, Fantastic Four, Ghost Rider. But obviously, we came together. We chose our top five out of this whole list, and guess we'll say what it is. In our opinion, the top 5 superhero movie trilogies are the original X-Men trilogy, Iron Man, Batman, Christopher Nolan series, Captain America, and Spider-Man. So, just to give a little bit of a background, as we always do, I'm going to go through each movie and tell you the rankings real quick. So, X-Men 1 on IMDb got a 7.4. X2, X-Men United, got a 7.4. X-Men The Last Stand has a 6.7. That rounds the group out to an average of 7.2. Iron Man 1 has a 7.9. Iron Man 2 has a 7. And Iron Man 3 has a 7.2, which rounds out that group to a 7.4. Batman Begins has an 8.2. The Dark Knight with a great 9. Dark Knight Rises has an 8.4, which rounds the group out to an 8.6. Captain America, the First Avenger, has a 6.9. Winter Soldier has a 7.7, and Civil War has a 7.8. And lastly, but not least, Spider-Man 1 has a 7.3, 2 has a 7.3, and 3 has a 6.2, rounding out that group to an average of 6.9. And so just a quick explanation of our ranking system, in case anyone's not familiar. We rank our movies or our categories from 5, which is the least favorite, to 1, which is the most favorite, and take our average of each contestant. And the winner is the entry with the lowest score, kind of like golf. So with that being said, let's get into it. And that's boy.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, I like
so I guess that's tradition. I'll put my little bid in first and go first.
Put the bid in.
I'll put my little bid in, man. All right.
Put your bid in. Jump on it.
In my number 5 spot, X-Men.
My bad. Okay. Yeah.
that.
Same.
Yep.
Sounds right.
Yep.
Sounds fair.
X-Men is number 5.
Yes.
All right.
That
Wow.
indeed.
Yes. All right. So X-Men, as we said, this is our top 5 favorites, period, and only our opinions, obviously. But since they are top 5, that means that X-Men beat out everything else. But at the same time, they do have some missteps, man. They do have some missteps.
Yeah, they do. But though they were good still. They were good. For their time, they were good.
X2,
Oh,
man.
for that
Oh my
time,
God.
definitely.
Yeah, for their time, they was on top. No doubt.
Oh, yeah,
Sadly,
they was
time
dope.
moves forward. So,
It
but
does.
you know,
It
uh,
It moves forward,
good.
it get better.
You just gotta
Well,
throw
not
it
with
in
the
there
prequels,
for
but it gets
their
better.
time. You know, you gotta put it
yeah.
in there.
It was
make
better
it
than the
sound
prequels,
good.
though. I'll give it that.
Yeah,
Man,
yeah. It.
what you mean?
But the
I don't know.
trilogy
I
we're
enjoyed
talking
them,
about
but
I enjoyed the prequels also.
yeah,
People may hate me for that, but I enjoyed Dark Phoenix, Days of Future Past, First Class.
yeah,
Oh, actually, not First Class. Sorry, Apocalypse.
yeah.
I thought Apocalypse was cool.
I
I
like the
liked
I like
I
all
like
three of
I
them.
like Magneto in that joint.
Yeah, they absolutely hoed Quicksilver, bro, in the third one. Oh, I mean, in Apocalypse, I did not like the way they did him, bro.
They did.
They hoed
They don't be
him,
But he
caring,
had
bro.
he
They don't
had
be
good
caring.
he had good scenes.
bro. But the way they made Apocalypse too OP, where he's like
Mm,
watching Quicksilver run around, he's like, all right, let me smack this
like
man up.
you can't really make Apocalypse too OP. It's Apocalypse. Like his
It
whole
is.
character
It
is to
He
be
is
OP.
like the top dog. He's supposed to be like.
is. But
That's true.
But
Like
it's like when you have a character whose only ability is being fast.
I mean,
I'm
so
like,
The
dang.
I
top
guess
dog
Like,
gonna
like
shut
it
if
you
was,
I'm
down.
well, it was kind of
if
like,
I'm the creator, is it like, well,
that's,
he's super fast, so does he beat every single person? Why do we have any other X-Men if he can just freaking win against everyone? We really
that's
wouldn't
true.
need anyone. Same
That's the
thing.
way I felt about Flash and Justice League, man.
Yes.
When they
Yeah.
hold him with
Yeah.
Superman, I was
They,
like, his only ability is being fast. Now you're making him Superman either just as fast or faster. I was like,
Yeah, it's a hard life. It's a hard life for speedsters.
it is a hard life for Speed.
Cause it's
Sonic,
like,
Speedy Gonzalez.
yeah,
It's a hard life.
when they write him up, it's like, dang, this is crazy. Especially when they start going into, oh, he moves
Right.
so fast, everybody else is standing still, and it's like, well, by that logic, he should beat everyone, like
Right.
literally everyone. None of that tripping and him flying across the room. Why? How could he ever get tripped? He would
Right. I'm like,
pull
what are
out
you
their heart before they even saw him running. Like,
doing? Come on.
yeah,
that's like
it's really
I
hard to write
hate
them.
those arguments, bro.
It's so hard to write
Like, when
Oh,
it
speed.
oh,
comes
hold
to
on,
like people
hold
who
on.
are
So we
fast.
get no hella off topic.
Yeah, we are. I was about to
We'll
go on a
go
tangent,
deep
boy.
into that.
That's a whole other
Yeah.
video.
Ooh,
Hey,
I was
yeah, if
about to
y'all
go
want
on
to
a
see
tangent.
speedsters getting hoed as a video, man, let me know, man. Let us know, man. We'll put that in the next video, dog. Oh my gosh. But like we were saying, X-Men, X1, X2, Nightstand, and United Stand, last stand is it's really good, man. We love the series, but it's just it has to come in the final spot, man, for us, the bottom spot. Moving forward with the list, from my number two, my number four spot. Sorry, I hate putting this here, man, but I gotta say it, man. Spider Man.
Same. I already knew you was
Yeah, I
going.
was say I was like I'm pretty sure we
Probably.
all yeah, bro. It's Spider Man. I love Spider Man.
Love Spider Man.
Like everybody be trying to sleep on the Spider Man series. It's like oh no, the other one had younger people and they're so much better. Like
Like,
don't trip. You were
don't do
this that Spider Man was great. Toby
Bro,
killed it.
they
Like
be acting like the the
God.
Spider-Man that we grew up on, the little animated series.
Uh
That
huh.
was a whole grown man.
Oh yes.
So I don't see like why it's
Huge.
Right.
like it's
He was
obvious
like two Tobys.
Tobey
That
Maguire,
man.
not Tobey,
That
but
man
Peter
had a
Parker
beard.
in age, bro.
Yeah, no, that man was huge.
Yes, he was huge. And no one had a problem with it back then.
No,
Know how to
And now they're like, you too old, bro.
yeah, nah, they were wilding.
They were good. They were good.
Like I love the series, but I will say, man, I love Spider-Man 1. Spider-Man 2 is honestly, when it comes to like superhero movies, that's heralded as like one of the best ones ever.
Yeah.
In a lot of people's minds, Spider-Man 2, but god damn, bro, Spider-Man 3? What the fuck?
Like I feel like I liked it right up until they just started making him like act weird. Like
Yeah,
I was like, I get it, symbiote, you'll be different, but like it was like awkwardly weird. Like
Yeah.
what do you
Right.
Granted, he
I don't
was
like thinking
already
about that
awkward,
shit.
and it made it even worse.
Yeah, it did. It made it super worse. Like
And I felt like they had a lot of like moving parts in that movie as well.
Yeah, too
Definitely.
many plot points.
Because like they had to, you can tell they had to squeeze so much stuff like in the little block of time that they, had.
uh-huh.
That was back before movies were allowed to be over 2 hours. So
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, it was,
So
it was
they had a lot that they tried to do and it just didn't work out.
Yeah.
Whew, man.
All right.
All right. Well,
Yeah. Shoot.
Let's go to number 3, man.
Number three for me.
Number 3 for you,
And
bro.
obviously, I love all these series. Number three for me is the Iron Man trilogy.
Mm. Ah,
Good.
I'm hurt.
I know, man. I love Iron Man.
I love Iron
It's so
Man.
good.
Oh my god,
It's
bro.
so good,
The
bro.
Iron Man movies. And Iron Man carries himself. Like,
Facts.
you don't gotta throw nobody else in Iron Man movies, and them junks still gonna slap. Like,
Mm-hmm.
uh,
Mm-hmm. Bruh, I'm telling you, bro, that junk.
my number
Iron Man
three,
1. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, bro.
my number three is Cap.
Captain America. I
Mm-hmm.
understand
I
that.
got
Yeah,
Cap.
because I just enjoyed like the Iron Man, like the first Iron Man was so good.
It was amazing.
It
It
and not
was.
it being like it kicked everything off. Like that junk is just like a solid movie. Like there isn't a moment in that movie that felt rushed to me. Like that junk was complete. Like there's a complete script from start to finish. Like nothing really seemed out of line.
And I like
Mm-hmm.
because
I
normally,
enjoyed it a lot.
like
Yeah.
normally for like the first movies of trilogies or something, the introduction movie, just to show like
It's
their background and
slow.
stuff. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
always crazy slow, and that's actually
Yeah.
another reason why I put Iron Man above Cap, because I know some people like the first
Oh,
one. I
spoiler
didn't.
alert.
I ain't like it.
Spoiler alert. No, I'm talking about you.
Hmm?
Give me your number.
No, I just
You're
said I
not.
put it above it, and I haven't named it yet, so obviously it's above
Oh,
it. Yep.
okay.
Mm-hmm. But I get what you tried to do. But yeah, like Cap, I thought it was boring. I ain't really like it. The first
the
one,
first
it was
one's
just meh.
pretty.
I feel like I watched it a few times, and I feel like I at some point in it I passed out every single time. Second one, they definitely cleaned it up. They took off on the
Phew,
second one.
phew.
Second one was bomb. I liked it a lot, and then obviously the third one, that was not even fair. I was like, shoot, I'm this.
That was
They gave
Yeah,
they
I
gave
don't
his
even see how that's like
trilogy.
a Captain
Yeah, they
America
gave his
movie.
trilogy so much
Like
power by naming that one a Captain
they
America.
were
I'm
like,
like, come
we really
on,
can't call
man.
this Avengers. We'll just give
Yeah,
it to Captain America.
yeah. Goodness.
oh, man.
But I guess I guess a good bit of it was like him and like Bucky, but like it was heavy Iron Man too. So
Yeah.
it's like,
Shoot,
Yeah.
like
I
them,
just.
that freaking Black Panther, the, they
literally
they had the
everybody,
war.
literally
Yeah,
everybody.
they was all fighting against each other. Like
Ultron.
they done. That's when they brung
introduced
in
freaking
Spider Man.
Spider-Man. Like what the
Yeah,
heck,
it was
dog?
a lot for quote unquote Captain America movie.
Yeah. They
Hey,
made that jump work though, man, because they had a lot of stuff going on in that movie.
They
And that
did,
jump,
but it was
it
still
went
great.
well.
it
It
flowed great.
was
Yeah,
really good.
it went well.
So, Josh, you have a Captain America's number three, right?
That is correct.
All right, just to confirm. Whew. Okay, you know what I gotta say, man. I gotta say, we're a little bit into the video, and not a single feeling has been hurt yet.
Hmm.
That's true.
Between us, at least. Maybe
I,
the people listening are like,
I haven't
what
been
the
offended, but I feel like I'm about to.
I mean, you hurt my feelings a little bit about putting Iron Man down. Iron
hey,
Man was
man,
a
you gotta understand,
freaking
bro. I love
phenomenon.
Iron Man.
Obviously
I
not.
love it. I love
Obviously
it.
not.
What? It made it to the top 5?
It was already in the top 5, but you chose to put it on the lower half. But it's
Come
cool.
on, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that. I put it in the middle.
It's cool on the lower half, man.
I put it directly in the
My
middle.
glass is half empty. It's the lower half.
How is it the lower half?
There ain't no middle. It's only the upper or the lower.
Moving on.
Mm-hmm.
So, my number 2
Number 2.
is Batman.
I knew you was gonna do that. I knew you was gonna do that.
Oh, I
Why?
was gonna do that. I was
I'm
gonna do
about
that.
to. All right.
Why?
So that wraps up our podcast, everybody.
Yo,
Really
all right.
appreciate y'all tuning in.
Hey, man.
We gonna call it.
Share it, like it,
He's clearly
subscribe
lost his
to
mind.
it.
So we're gonna go ahead. No, you gotta explain it. You have to explain this.
Okay.
That's
How?
number 2.
So, all right.
So it's clear. Okay, no. All right,
You-
let's finish the list real
Y'all,
quick.
go ahead and
Let's-
finish, y'all.
Let's finish the
Alright.
list real quick.
Man.
Darius, what's your number two?
Number two is Iron Man.
All right.
Rightfully so. What's your number one?
Come on, man. You know it's bats.
Obviously.
It's
Josh, what's your
bats.
number one? Clearly. Darrell, why is your number one not that?
Hold on a second. So your number two is Iron Man, Joshua?
Clearly.
You even read off all the numbers, all the ratings.
I want to make sure that the audience listening is making sure that they're keeping up with all the numbers, man.
Hey, right now, bro, I don't care about all this. I need to know what you talking about, bro.
Okay. So
Lay it on me.
all right. So in my opinion, out of all the team up, not Suicide Squad or Avengers or Justice League and all that, my top superhero movie, in my opinion, is The Winter Soldier. I love it so much.
Okay, I get that.
And
but
so
as a whole,
for me,
though,
you
can't.
I can't. So how I'm explaining?
Hey,
my
man.
I
point.
don't know.
Hey.
I don't know, but I don't like the way your words are falling.
Shut up. All right. So for me, I like Batman Begins. I like it.
It's slow. Sure.
To me, it's okay. It's better than First Avenger, Captain America.
Okay.
But to me, it's not like something I want to watch once a year. Even if I'm being honest, I like it. I just don't like it that much. Now, Dark Knight Rises, that's number 2 in my list of like all the solo movies. Number 2 is like Dark Knight. That movie is just so fucking amazing, bro. So amazing.
You said Rises. Which one?
Dark Knight.
Okay.
Did I say Rises?
You said Rises the first time.
The Dark Knight. Okay. Now, Dark Knight Rises. I really like the movie.
I don't want to talk about this no more.
I put, to me, Civil War is better than that. Is because the story, the intertwining, the handling of all these characters, the handling of the pacing, to me is just immaculate in Civil War. When it comes down to the writing and the script choices in Dark Knight Rises, I wasn't the biggest fan. I felt like the movie ran a little long. I felt like it ran a little long. They introduced new plot points that weren't really needed. I feel like there were things that weren't correctly broken down. That I feel like that's my issue is with the cinematography and the script writing of the movie. I love the movie. Don't get it wrong. Don't get me wrong. But there are definitely parts where I'm like, is this needed? What's going on here? Why is it taking so long to get to the next plot point in the story? Like, there's just parts where I'm like, this could have been done better. And the way, what's the name? Lalia? What's the Ra's al Ghul's daughter's name?
Talia. But
Talia. Her death scene alone is enough to set the movie back.
Okay. I will give you that, because I think that's minus like super old movies where they die like super extra. I think that is probably one of the worst death scenes in recent movies.
Right. I said, why did they keep this? Why didn't they reshoot this? Like, they all watched it and said, let's keep that in there. I was like, what is that?
Because I was actually just watching it the other day, and I completely forgot about that. And I was like, what is that? I was so confused. Don't.
Like,
Dark Knight is still on top, though. But
and I can understand that.
But yeah, like, I will say I do understand that. But
I hate for people to feel that I'm disrespecting Batman, but honestly speaking, I have it as number 2. That's right next. And I know it's not 1, and I get that.
It ain't enough.
But you don't have to get the fuck over it, because I'm choosing Captain America.
You said that there was like some stuff in there that they were like, you were like, this, like, that's not needed. What's the first thing that comes to your mind, like, when you said that? Like, what were you thinking of?
Honestly speaking, the pacing when Batman ends up in way out of Gotham after he gets his back broken, I was just like, by Bane, I was like, all right, well. I get the necessity of the scene. I just felt like the pacing after that, getting him back to Gotham to get him to face off with Bane, I just felt like it was so long to me personally when I'm watching.
It needed to be. That was the point of it.
I get that it needed to be, but the fact that I didn't like it, me personally,
that ain't enough. That ain't enough.
Because they
that's how the movie was supposed to go. Like, he was supposed to be gone for a long time.
Yeah, I
so
feel
Gotham
like
could fall, so he could come back, and then Gotham could rise.
More time to mess up the whole city, and then it's like, yeah, after all of
He
this
can't just
time, this is
go.
the result of it.
Yeah, he can't just like leave and then have a broken back and just get obliterated by Bane and
Yeah,
go to sleep and then wake up and be like, I'm going back to Gotham and I'm going to
yeah,
save the day. Like
I
that's
know.
just impossible. Like for
Understand.
the plot, that
I
it was necessary for the plot. You don't understand
I
because you said you
understand.
didn't.
Understand. I never said I understand. I said I understand. I just don't like it. It's my personal opinion. And like I said,
And
I
I
know
don't
y'all
like
were
it.
going to choose Batman, and I'm cool with that because I know the series is great. I know it could definitely deserve to be number one, but in my book, Captain America is just a notch above it. For me, the memorability of Winter Soldier and Civil War, to me, it's if I could plainly put it out, I would put Batman Begins just a notch over First Avenger. I would put Winter Soldier over Dark Knight, and I would put Civil War, to me, clearly over Dark Knight Rises. The deficit
Um,
between Dark Knight Rises and Civil War is what makes me put Captain America above the Batman series.
Darius,
Yes.
I feel you, Darrell. Um, you like Winter Soldier as well, right?
Yeah. I
Would
thought
you put it over
He wouldn't.
The Dark Knight? I'm just curious.
You know
I
he's.
would
Because
not.
I'm talking about like okay.
You know he's not. you
Whoa.
know he's
Well,
not.
no,
Why? How do
because
you
like
know I
it's a
wouldn't?
well,
Because I know you.
well,
How
I
do
just
you
want
know
to
I wouldn't?
explain though, because
Because
I'm
I
looking
know
at
you.
these things as a series as a whole,
Yeah.
not movie, but I'm not putting like the first movie up against the first movie, second movie up against second, third. I'm not doing that. I'm putting up as a series as a whole. Like that jump was complete and it was
Mhm.
focused and they told a story and they ended it.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
think
I don't see how I didn't do
I
that.
guess trilogy wise, I think I like the way they built up and molded Batman over the multiple movies.
Hmm.
In Captain America's case, I don't feel like they built up or grew his character over the movies. Like
Yeah,
like
they
I
focused. Go ahead, go ahead.
yeah, like they just in the first one obviously because he was changing and all that good stuff. But I mean, from then on, he was basically the pretty much the same Cap through every other movie. They
Yeah,
just kept
it's
throwing in
bad.
like other scenarios around him or something, but it none of them required him to grow or change or anything.
I don't think so. Going
Yeah.
against his government, everything that he stood for, I don't think that's something to just
Well, that
ignore.
no, him going against his government isn't going against what he stood for. If he went with his government, that would be going against what he stands for.
Okay,
Captain
I can
America
see that
doesn't,
point.
you see what I mean? So he's like this, just like Darius said, he's the same exact person in every single movie. There's like,
Well,
I don't want to say this and because I don't personally really like, I don't enjoy the Captain America's movies too much,
yeah,
but the there's no character development. Like he's the same person. He is the same person from the first Captain America movie to Endgame. He literally does not change.
I would say there's at least minor development, but I like
I'm
him that way. I like him what he stands for. I like him continuing to stand for justice. I like the fact that he always goes for doing the right thing. I like that. That's me
yeah.
personally. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, I love Batman's development. I love the way that Kristen Bell Batman portrays Bruce Wayne and continues to grow over time and things happen and change and force him to evolve his character. I enjoy that. I just enjoy the Captain America movies a little bit more than Batman. Like I said, I'm not comparing movie versus movie. I'm using them both as a way to gauge because if I had to say it, you know, there's a very small fraction of the first one over the other one. And then the clear division is the fact that to me, Civil War is better than Dark Knight Rises. So if I had to put all of them together,
I'm sorry, I'm
it'd
laughing
be it'll be
because
it'll be right
you
over.
just you said that you're not using them, you're not comparing them
Yeah,
movie
no,
for
I'm
movie,
using
and
that
then
to
you
show. I don't.
do it.
I don't want to have to say numbers. You know what I'm saying? If I put all the numbers together, Dark Knight Rises and Civil War, Dark Knight and Winter Soldier are comparable, and First Avenger and Batman Begins are comparable, but Civil War and Dark Knight Rises are not, and that's what changed it. So even I'm not trying to compare movie versus movie. I'm just saying as a whole, you'll see that they cancel out. The first two cancel out because they're so close to me, but the last one is what makes it over it. I'm not trying to say movie versus movie,
How
but I'm using all that as how.
Yeah, no, yeah, you said they're
You get
comparable. I was curious as to like what you were comparing them, like how you were comparing the movies.
to find. I don't know what it.
You said that Dark Knight
To me,
Rises and
Batman
Civil
Begins.
War
Yeah.
are the same
No,
or comparable, you said.
Civil War is to me a clearly over Dark Knight Rises. That's what
Hmm.
makes the difference in the two
I thought,
series.
did you not just say that
I said Batman Begins and First Avenger are comparable to me. S-
well, sure,
Winter
it's
Soldier,
origin. All
Winter Soldier,
origins are
and Winter
comparable in
Soldier
some
and
way.
Dark Knight. Yeah. So Winter Soldier and Dark Knight to me, I like Winter Soldier more. But they're comparable, but I like Winter Soldier more. So they're close. Civil War and Dark Knight Rises are not close to me. I
Oh,
clearly
okay.
choose
So
one
how
over
do you
the other.
compare
How
uh
much? I
the
told you that.
second movies?
The second movies? Oh, I
Yeah.
mean,
Like how are those similar?
how are they similar? I mean, they're two very different movies to me. I don't really know how to say how they're
Well, you said that
similar.
you're comparing them. I don't.
So maybe I'm. Are you asking me to break down what makes
I'm
them
saying like,
different?
yeah, I know, and I'm saying like, how are you comparing those two movies?
I'm comparing them on the writing, the acting, the cinematography, the way that the characters are handled, the resolution, the plot points, the pacing. That's what I look at the movie as a whole, not just like, oh, I like Batman, this is a great movie, or I like Captain America, this is a great movie. Like, I'm not fanboying over either person. I'm actually breaking down what I care about in the movie and what to me is memorable in the movies. And I enjoy them both exponentially. But to me, the nod goes a little bit to Winter Soldier. When I watch that movie, I just enjoy it like just a little bit more, man, than The Dark Knight. And I love The Dark Knight. I love it when it first came out. I love it to this day. But to me, it's just Winter Soldier to me, I adore that movie. The way it's shot, the way the characters are handled. I mean, the way the Russo brothers handled the movie, I mean, directed it. It just to me, it's great. I love it. Nothing against Christopher Nolan. That it's amazing. Dark Knight is amazing, but I just really enjoy Winter Soldier just that much more.
Hmm.
And that's it. I mean, like I said, man. And about Iron Man, I love people. Some people really hate Iron Man 2, and people really hate Iron Man 3. I don't know why. I love both of them. I
I
love.
would say out of the three, I do like, I dislike the second one the most out of all three for
Yeah,
sure.
That's a typical answer.
yeah.
That's typical what people say. Yeah, and I
I
can
feel
understand that.
like because the first one was so great, the other two
Yeah,
sometimes pale in comparison. But I mean, if I had to rank them,
yeah,
it'd be
Yeah,
number one, number three, and then number two.
yeah, me too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
Spoiler alert.
But
So
still, just, just,
Yeah, I
just
enjoyed
great.
three a lot. Like I thought that was a
I thought it
fantastic
was
movie.
great,
Like
man. I
they
love
brought
Hmm.
out
when he
all
did
of the
the house
Yeah,
underlying
no,
party.
that was
Oh
violence.
my
really cool.
Like
god,
that was such a cool scene.
Yeah,
Like
that jump was so dope. Like him sneaking into uh the mansion. Oh my god, bro, that jump
yeah,
was dope.
man. Like
I don't know
it
how folks didn't like that
such
movie.
a good movie. Yeah,
yeah.
People complain about like the PTSD aspect of it, which I can understand to an extent, but
I mean
I'm like,
that's real.
uh,
Like that can
yeah,
happen.
I'm
Hmm.
like, but y'all mad about that? About him fighting mental health in a superhero movie?
Yeah,
He's a human,
like
like he
hey,
a
he
person.
can't be a human.
Yeah.
He a whole human. He's not. He's not like Vision, bro. Like he
Vision.
can't just
Yeah.
ignore his freaking, feelings.
Yeah, that's
But
even something that they struggle with, like in the the comic book like
mhm.
universe.
there's a
It's
Other
there's a
other
a
humans are
lot
like,
going
hey, you
on.
can't do that. You're a
right,
superhero.
right. There's a comic book I want to read still to this day. It's called Demon in the Bottle, I think it is. And it's a comic book about Iron Man fighting alcoholism, and I think that's really really cool to bring
Yeah,
that
that
kind of like
sounds.
issue to the forefront and talk about that in a superhero setting. That's kind of cool, man. Because obviously he's the most one of the most relatable people because he's really just a human. I mean, him, what Peter Parker.
That man different. He ain't a human no more.
Oh, Peter Parker's ugly.
He
Ah,
ain't.
facts. Yeah, when he a
Come
different
on,
What do you mean?
man.
Come
person.
Come
on. He
on, man.
bro
Come
got
on,
mad powers.
come
Hey,
on. Don't do
he
that,
tossed
man.
that humanity aside. He a
Yeah,
whole
that junk
nother.
gone.
Hey, that's something else.
That's so that's trash.
Why am
But
I trash?
I want to
the
say, man, I do want to say, I'm extremely displeased with the handling of Superman and Batman throughout the future of DC movies. I gotta say, man, I hate to. I don't want to say it because I want to. I just feel so bad because the character Batman was such a great character, man, and I really had high hopes for Superman. But with Batman v Superman and with
Talking about
Justice
that
League,
Dawn of Justice thing.
no, I'm talking about Batman v Superman and Man of Steel also and Justice League.
I actually didn't mind Man of Steel. I
I didn't
was
mind
I loved
I
Man of
liked
it.
it. I
Was
was surprised when I found out so many people hated it.
I
I
only
was too. Like I was like, who are like where are these people at? Like
right.
Yeah, I
what
was like,
happened? Like where's the
what's
My
the
issues
disconnect?
what's the
with Man of
problem?
Steel stem from the crazy filming of the fight scenes at the end. It was incredibly fast. I felt like it was. I understand he's super strong. They're very strong people, aliens really, fighting, and I get that. But I just felt like the way they shot it, it was so different, and I didn't like him killing Zod. Maybe I felt like I don't know, but I didn't dislike the movie. I disliked Batman v Superman. I dislike that
Yeah,
a
that's
lot.
fair.
I dislike
I
that.
yeah, as a whole, I dislike that movie.
Yeah,
The the
Justice. I just
the
can't stand.
Batman, everything that uh, revolved around Batman, I enjoyed it. I think Ben Affleck did make a pretty good Batman. Especially the Batman that he was portraying. I
Mm,
think that he did a really good job as
yeah,
that Batman. But
Yeah, if you
it
take
was
into
just
account
it was
him being
honestly just
older.
the script. Like it was just garbage,
right, right.
a
They.
garbage script.
I don't know why
I think
they wrote Superman like that. I was just like,
like
what?
yeah, and he was like Superman was a completely different person,
He
like
was.
in Batman versus Superman compared to Man of Steel. Like they
He
were completely two different
seriously,
people.
man.
And I was like,
You're like,
why are
where did
they
this change
writing the
come
script?
from?
Like who's writing this?
Yeah, I was like,
Who's okaying it? Like
why
why
would
is this
you?
happening?
He's like the shining beacon of hope for people, and you wrote him
Yeah, he's like just
like
breathe
don't ever
the
smile.
whole movie. Like
Right, like never smile
why
the
does it
whole
have to be
movie.
that way? I understand why Batman's being that way.
Right.
That's who that Batman is. He's the older Batman. He's been through a lot. He's lost a lot.
Mm.
He's lost hope and just everybody and everything. So him being that way is completely understandable. Superman, no,
Don't
no
make no
reason for that.
don't make no sense.
I'm upset because I killed Zod. Like nigga.
Yeah. Oh man, but like we said, um, whew, these are our
Oh,
top.
facts.
So we're
Yeah.
gonna go ahead and give you guys our official ranking. I'm gonna add
Rank
these
it up.
numbers up real quick.
Rank it up.
Okay, I'm good at
Rank it
math. Okay, so in the bottom spot with 15 points. Remember, we're doing a golf scale essentially. So the lower number, the higher the spot it is. So our bottom spot with 15 points, we have the X-Men trilogy. Our for fourth place with 12 points, we have Spider-Man. Tied for second is Captain America and Iron Man with 7 points apiece. And at the top spot, we have Batman trilogy from Christopher Nolan at 4 points, man. 4 points. So as we've always said, as you guys heard, is that's our arguments, our opinions, what we think. But we want to hear what you guys think, man. Tell us if we got our got our list correct, if we completely just messed it all up, man. Tell us what you think your best trilogy is, your favorite trilogy is, or the one you hate the most. I had the most hope for the Thor trilogy, and it did not turn out the way I wanted it to.
up.
Thor 1 and Thor 2, oh my God. Dark
Mm,
World, I fell asleep on that junk so many times.
mm.
Man,
Ragnarok was cool.
Ragnarok was amazing.
Ragnarok was
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I like
dope.
Oh,
that joint.
but I
It
definitely,
saved this. It saved it.
let's throw some honorable mentions in real quick. For me, I
Oh,
have
let's
the,
do
if
it.
I had to choose one honorable mention, I would say the X-Men prequels.
Okay.
I
Hmm.
enjoy those, man. I really do.
Like my honorable mention, man. It don't got 3 movies yet, but
Oh my
I
God.
like Deadpool a
Save.
lot.
Yeah,
Deadpool
Deadpool.
is dope.
I'm with that. They don't
Like
Deadpool.
have this.
they. Hmm.
Oh, nothing. Go.
They don't
Oh
have
no,
three
I
yet.
was just gonna say I thoroughly like just enjoying a movie. Like just I thoroughly enjoyed both Deadpool's all the way through.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hmm.
Great action, great commentary, good writing, all of it. I enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun on both
Facts.
movies.
Yes. Yes. Very good. Very good movies. This one also doesn't, or my honorable mention doesn't have a third one either. It's Guardians of the
Of
Galaxy, but I
course.
feel like they're gonna seal the
True.
deal with that
They
third
gonna
one,
seal a
man.
deal with that
They're
third
gonna
one, man.
seal
We
the
gonna see,
deal.
man.
The
They gonna get
soundtracks,
Deadpool too,
man.
man.
Yeah, they
Man,
soundtracks be hitting.
soundtracks
And
go.
little known trivia, um, Guardians of the Galaxy soundtrack is the first soundtrack to go to number one, if I'm correct, without having any new songs.
I heard that they went number one, but I didn't know like what it was for.
Yeah, for not
But
having
yeah,
any new
I did
songs.
hear that.
That's crazy. That's crazy, man. But as always, like we said, please get in the comment section. Let us know what you guys' views are, or if you absolutely hated our ranking system or rankings that we put out there. But just want to close with wherever you are, whatever you're doing, we hope with deepest sincerity that you're being safe and taking care of yourself and your loved ones. We wish you strength and love, but above all, we wish you wisdom. For without it, you won't realize how strong you are or how loved you are. Thank you for tuning in. Please like, share, and subscribe for future content. Follow us on our Twitter and our Instagram at Georgia Bros 5 to keep up with whatever shenanigans we got going on, man. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.
You are my friend.
Oh yeah. Oh.
まだ忘れてないんでしょ You are my dream 始まってばっか君らは long as friend